What's up everyone and welcome back to the channel. This is the Thermomate ES700 electric tankless water heater. If you're tired of waiting for hot water, or maybe you only have cold water and want to add hot water in one area of your home, this might be the solution you've been looking for. Just full disclosure, the company gave this product to me so that I can test it out and show you how to install it and also talk about its features. Inside the box, you'll have your user manual. This manual will show you how to take care of the product and also how to install it. And also it gives you a nice little chart that gives you time to produce a serious burn on each temperature settings that you have. So for 155, it's basically instant. At 120 degree, it will take more than 5 minutes before it will cause a serious burn. So that is very important, because if you have an elderly or if you have children in your home, you don't want to set up your water temperature above 130 degree. So I would say 120 degree is the best setting that you can have. You'll have a nice hot water, plus that will also give you a lot of time to get out of the water if you feel that it is too hot for you. And also in my home, I actually have everything set to 120 degree. So I'm really used to that temperature also. It also comes with all the parts that you need. You'll have your concrete wall anchor right here, or if you have a wood studs, you can also use this part right here. And this is basically where your item is going to sit. And it also comes with this pressure release valve so that your tank will not get damaged when it gets too hot or when there's too much pressure built inside. It's just gonna come out of this and out to your drains. So you can actually set this up and just put a pipe here that goes directly to waste, or you can have an expansion tank so that you don't lose any water. Basically, when there's a pressure, it just goes to your expansion tank and then it just goes back right here when there's no more pressure. Okay, so let's take a look at the back of the unit. So if you look here, this is actually where this is going to go. So you install this into your wall and you're gonna hook this thing up right here so that you can hang this into your wall. And one good thing about this is it only needs a 110 volt outlet. So it's a little short, so you may need to have an extension cord, or if you'll put this under your sink, you may want to add another outlet to wherever you want to. And on the top, you'll have your cold water inlet. This is where your cold water is gonna go in, and it's gonna come out here already heated up. So if you look here, this is a 1/2 inch threaded pipe. So this will fit the regular pipe that you use in your faucet. And this is where your expansion valve is going to go. Now to the front of your unit, it's very simple. You have this nice little light that tells you when your system is working. And also you have this temperature control adjustment. So you'll have your cold temperature, which is the 77 degree. And if you put it all the way here, it's going to give you a water up to 140 degree. And like what I mentioned earlier, you want to stay below 135. So ideally you want to be at around 120. So one big selling point of this Thermomate product is actually they have different sizes. This one right here, I think their biggest tank right now, this is a 6.5 gallon tank, and this measures 17 3/4 wide and height and about 14 inches deep. And if you just want this under your sink, then you may just want to go with their smallest size, which is their 1.3 gallon version. And that 1.3 gallon version only measures 11.5 inches by 9.5 inches. So basically it's the same size as your printing paper. I opt for the bigger size because I'm planning to use this as an outdoor shower when I put up my above ground pool during summer. But today I'm going to show you how to install this to your sink, because that's going to be the most commonly used of this product. Okay, so to install this under your sink, what you're going to need is an extra faucet line. You can get this on any length. This one is a 30 inches, 1.5 inch to 1.5 inch. So this is actually the size of this thread right here. Okay, so it's gonna fit right here. What we'll do right now is we'll prepare all this before we go under the sink, so we have more space right here and it's easier to take video. So I'm just gonna go ahead and give this at least around 7 to 10 rounds of Teflon tape. We're also gonna do it on the other side, so just pull it out a little. And then I'm gonna be installing this new hose that I purchased into the outlet. So this is gonna be going back to the faucet. So let me just go ahead and tighten this thing. Maybe one more. You don't want to over tighten this thing, okay, because you don't want to break the seal. Okay, so that's good enough. And also we're gonna have to add the expansion valve right here, and to prevent it from leaking, I'm gonna add some Teflon tape as well. And then we're gonna go ahead and tighten this thing. So you want to go counterclockwise until you feel it sits into the groove, and then you start tightening it. Okay, and then we're gonna be using our wrench again to help us tighten it some more. So I guess that's good enough. I don't want to over tighten it. And basically, if you're gonna use this in a permanent location, you want to make sure you put a pipe right here going out to wherever you want it to drain, or you can install an expansion tank on this one right here. But for my final location, I'm gonna be installing this outdoor, and it's gonna be a temporary thing only during summer and whenever we needed to use it. So I'm not gonna have to worry about this. Let's go ahead and go under this thing and install this so we can test it out. Okay, so we're gonna do our install here because this is open. It's easier to take a video. I can put a light there. So to install this thing, you can see here, you'll have your valve right here, and that is a 3/8 inch. First thing you wanna do is turn this thing off. Make sure you don't have any water coming out of your hot water. And then you wanna take this 1/2 inch thread going to your faucet, and you're gonna be putting this thing right over here. Let me go ahead and take this thing out. I don't think I'll be able to take a video of this thing being removed. Okay, so I removed this from the faucet, and we're gonna install it right here. Okay, so let me go ahead and do it by hand for now. And then the one from the out, this is the new hose that we have. This thing is gonna go right here back to the faucet. So I'll go tighten it by hand, and then I'm gonna use my wrench to tighten it completely. So basically, you'll have the water coming out of your valve and then going to your water inlet right here, and then going out from your hot water side and goes back to your faucet. Okay, so now that we have everything tightened up here and here and here and here, so we'll just want to turn this thing back on and see if we have any leaks. So it looks like everything's dry, and I don't see any leak right here as well as up here. So I think we're good right now. So right now we're just gonna let it fill this thing up, and then we'll plug this thing in and we'll see how long it will heat up the water. Okay, I don't hear any more water coming in here, so let me go ahead and plug this thing in, and we'll turn this thing on. Basically, to turn this thing on, you want to set it up to max first. If you just go like this, it's not gonna light up. So you want to go all the way to max to turn it on. And see, right now you can see the light here, and you want to lower it to whatever temperature you want. Okay, so right now we'll just leave it right here. I think that's right below 125, so hopefully we'll have a nice hot water in a few minutes. And while we were waiting for the water to heat up, I just wanted to mention that this thing has a titanium glass lined tank that fully protects the inner surface against corrosion, and a CFC free foam insulation for added security. It also comes with an Incolloy 800 stainless steel heating tube with heating efficiency of up to 98%. Incolloy is a type of super alloy and is more expensive than stainless steel, and it is known for its high corrosion resistance and strength at high temperature, which is what this product really need. Also, the way we're using this right now is actually we're using this as a booster to give you an instant hot water while waiting for the hot water from your central water heater. Like in this case right now, this particular sink will take about 45 to 50 seconds before we get the hot water. So we never really use hot water here, because by the time the hot water comes in, we're done washing our hands and stuff. So we'll see if this thing will give us instant hot water. Hopefully within 2 to 5 seconds we'll get hot water right away. Oh wow, so it looks like it's already hot because this thing already turned off. So Let me go try to turn. Yeah. So it looks like it already reached the temperature that only takes about what, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, because this thing already turned off. So if I set the temperature higher, see that it warms up again. But I'm gonna go ahead and put it back to 120. Okay, so let's go ahead and give it a try. See how fast we can get the hot water out. Okay, 1, 2, 3. There you go. Hot water right now, about 3 seconds. So I hope that you found this video helpful to you. Please help my channel by clicking the like and the subscribe button. And also, if you're interested in this product, or if you're interested in their lower capacity version so that you can put it under your sink, I'll place a product link on the description and on the comment section below. And thank you for watching.